Hello friends, thank you for coming back. McKenna here, stitching in sequins. It's been a long time since you guys have seen me and a lot has happened, so let's just jump right into it. I hope you guys have all been well. I've been holding up, but gotta always continue to thank friends and you guys as well. Much love to everybody. All right, I made notes because holy moly, this is gonna be crazy. So get your alcohol, get your stitching. You can do both at the same time. Go crazy, but I'm not responsible for any frogging that you may or may not have to do. Okay, let's get on with the giveaway winners. I'm so behind. So one of my last videos, key ring kit and the home sweet home kit. So the key ring goes to Janet George, and the home sweet home, not even going to try to say, but your last name is Turner. So Janet or Miss Turner, email me down below, McKenna at 1884stitchery.com. I'll have it listed down below, and send me your address and I will get these goodies out to you guys. Let's start a pile down there. Where's a pen? Right here. I have been doing a ton of stitching, and that's okay because it's been keeping me sane. So all for that. So I have a ton of stitching to show you guys. Whips, I have a finish. But most importantly, let's talk about 1884. So update on 1884, Stitchery.com, my website. Go and check it out. And I thank everybody who has checked it out and made a purchase. I opened up the shop the end of November, and it has turned into something I could have never imagined. The response has been unbelievable. The interest and just the orders and all the feedback, positive feedback, has just been absolutely amazing. And I thank you guys so much, because without you guys, it wouldn't be what it is. And I have so many good things down the pipeline. If they work out, holy moly. So let's talk Mary Hog. Let's go back. So in my last video, I talked about and I showed what pieces I was going to put into the Arizona State Fair, which I will be going to tomorrow. So fingers crossed. So I forgot to add into that video Mary Hog. So here is the original Mary Hog sampler. Bought it off eBay. It was a WorksByABC and myself. It was a collaboration. This is only available on 1884 Stitchery. I stitched it, got it framed up, and I submitted that into the State Fair. My newest release, as an 1884 Stitchery exclusive, and everything done by me, Sacred to the Memory. This is a sampler, a morning sampler that I absolutely needed to purchase. Fell in love with it right here. And I knew it needed to be reproduced, and it is absolutely amazing. So let's talk about this for a second. So all in DMC, the all full crosses except for this writing here which is all 1/1. However, if you are not a 1/1 fan, you don't need to add it in because I don't think it adds a huge, it doesn't, it works either with or without if you decide to stitch it in or not. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Let's talk about my logo. So that might look familiar, 1884 Stitchery. The 1884 is my tattoo. 1884, the year that my great-grandmother was born in Italy. And I like to think because of her love of needlework, that's where I got the love of needlework. So the genius Arlene Cohen hooked me up and helped me out with just my simple kind of design aesthetic. So we were able to get the tattoo and the stitchery. I love this font. And funny enough, the font here on the bottom, Sacred to the Memory, is a font called McKenna. So that will now be the font on all my future releases. So this is Sacred to the Memory, only available on 1884stitchery.com. Yeah, you can't get up there because now I got crap up there. Also, make sure to check out 1884 Stitchery. I have a section of $2 charts. Yes, some of you ladies go crazy over my $2 charts. And I try to keep up on everything that I'm dealing with right now, business and everything, to remember to go through and take the time and hide the items that are no longer in stock. So I have a ton of things though in the $2 charts. I have everything from like Mill Hill bead kits, I think. I don't know if they come with the beads. I don't know. Just go check it out. It's a plethora of all kinds of stuff. Hi. You want to come up here? And I try to add to the folder weekly. I'm still working my way through, I can close that if you want to lay on my laptop. That huge haul that I got off of Facebook Marketplace, I still have like a bin and a half to still work through. And then let's talk about, you gotta move, Forest Embroidery. I have, a few weeks ago, got a new shipment of their charts. Kits, actually. Erwin, entertain them. Erwin, tell him a joke. Or not. Here. So, I had 4... Really? Really? Okay. So I had, you tell Jam High? You tell Jam High? I had 4 new kits sent to me. Swan Lake was hugely popular, and I will be getting more of those in stock. And the 3 other kits that I still have in stock, this is called Forest of Miracles. And if you want closer up pictures, detail of everything that comes in the box, pictures and all that is on 1884 Stitchery. So I love this. I love the bright colors, kind of the whimsical aspect of everything, and I think it's super cute as a pillow. This is called Pushkin. Again, another Russian, I think it's a fairy tale. Again, you get hand-dyed threads, the needle, chart, needle minder, and the linen all included in these kits. And the accompanying piece to the whale is serpent. Absolutely amazing. Love this. Love the little motifs within the serpent. I think it's just absolutely amazing. So I have these 3 available, plus Atlantis and Home Sweet Home. So just go on over and check out and see what I have in stock. All right, over the weekend, earlier in the week, I put up a survey on 1884 regarding new amazing kits that will be released by Forest. I want to get all the names correct. So I will be doing a pre-order on all 4 of the villains. All right? But listen, don't go crazy, don't pause me, okay? There will be the Sea King. I'll be inserting photos here so you guys can see. So Sea King, Czar, I don't have the last part of it, but this is the Czar. I can't with this one. Queen of Hearts and Snow Queen. Okay, now these are very unique kits in that if you have gotten a Forest kit in the past, you get the fabric, the hand-dyed thread, the needle minder, and the amazing chart, correct? These kits are very, very, very limited. And not only do you get all the stuff that you've gotten previously in the Forest kits, you will also be getting a special treasure in each of them based on which one you choose. These designs also are very different in the respect that you're going to get beads, you're going to get Swarovski crystals. Some of them come with charms to add into the design. So because each one is a lot more labor intensive in the sense of stitching it, you have these treasures to add in, the beads, and then the special gift within each kit. They are going to be slightly higher priced than the typical Forest kits. I'm not sure what price point I've decided. I think it's around the $90 mark. So not that I've decided, it's not that I get to pick a price. I get them from Forest, and I then have to figure out the price that I will be selling them at. So when you go in and pre-order, all that information will be there, will be listed. I'm still waiting on a email confirmation, and then I will be putting up the 4 villain kits for anyone who wants to pre-order. Now, I'm waiting on a confirmation. So when I get that email sometime today, I'm hoping Wednesday, I think today's the 9th, I will upload all the information, and then on 1884 Instagram, if you follow me there on Instagram and on Facebook, I will put up a post saying that go. The villains are ready for pre-order. I will send you an email saying that it has been fulfilled after I print out your copy and make a pile in a folder. And that fulfillment, though, remember, I am not shipping it until I would receive them. So I plan to get these villain kits in November, and they will be shipped. I will keep everybody up to date. But if you want to pre-order, there will be a limited pre-order number for all 4 kits. I hope I explained that. I'm already going to snag one of the Queen of Hearts because I think it's absolutely amazing. All right, so that is all 1884 talk. Yes? I don't have anything else laying around here? Okay. Let's talk about FFO weekend, which was 2 weekends ago. Michelle, Benny Stitchy, and Dirty D, Diana, It Is Kismet, inspired people and said, get your crap out that you haven't finished and finish it up. Now you would think, McKenna, there's no way in hell you can participate in such an event. Wrong, because I found some stuff that I too needed to completely FFO. So I have 3 to show you. Ugh. Erwin, really? This is Plague Doctor by BuzzBee Designs. If you guys remember, a couple years ago, I started this and people decided to join in with me. There is also Plague Doctor McKenna, which I love it, and I'm honored that the designer named it after me. But I want to stitch other things. So I was originally going to stitch the other one, frame them together with like medical stuff. No. So here's the Plague Doctor all stitched up, and he will be going into my medical bathroom, of course. So simple, just kind of wood frame, and yeah. I even went fancy and put the glass on. I don't know what I stitched on. It's a very, obviously, larger sort of weave. Erwin, okay, you're down. Go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Kind of getting in the way. And I only did, it's 2 or 3 colors, and I only did the black coloring. And I love how that turned out. So Plague Doctor, and I will link this down below if you so choose. This is Heaven Gave Rain from Plum Street Samplers. Cassandra Martinez and I stitched it together. She beat me by a few hours a couple months back, and I thought it would look super fun in a round frame. This one I actually laced because it's round, and it's kind of, it's hard to, I'm finding that any round frames or anything round, I have to frame them. I have to lace them. So I did it super ghetto, and then I just finished off the back and covered it with some scrapbook paper. I still need to write all the details, but this is Heaven Gave Rain. The inside of these water droplets are all blending filament and Krynic, so they do sparkle. And then the grass, I did a satin stitch. And probably my most favorite finish. Long in the waiting. It's been on my chair yelling at me, do something with me. Now, this is, let's get all the balls lined up. That's what she said. That's what I said. This is from Stitchnanigans 2019, earlier this year. Cassie gave me the idea of sending around a piece of fabric for people to stitch. And then this is kind of like my little memento that I get to take away from that weekend, along with memories and things we shall not repeat. I was originally going to do a wall hanging, but I decided no go on that. I had a piece of like canvas board, wrapped it around, stapled it, hot glue gunned on some pom-pom balls. And yes, I decided to do 2 colors. It was originally going to be 3, but I didn't have enough length, but I kind of like how this is. And then I stuck on one of the Stitchnanigans needle minders, and all it is just magnetized on, so it's not glued on. I love this. So I have this on my wall. The other 2 I don't have hanging up yet, but I absolutely love how this turned out. So yeah, super fun. But I kind of like this canvas finishing. I did it for another Plum Streets, a Plum Street sampler piece that I did on canvas, and I really, really like it. So keep that in mind. If you don't frame, fine. You don't lace, fine. But these canvases come in all kinds of different shapes. I've even put 2 together, and that's an easy enough way to frame something up. All right. Now, my FFO weekend, I got the Stitchnanigans piece basically complete. And then I was rudely interrupted by Joe. Joe was in I love how I'm smiling while I'm saying this. He, let's see, it'll be 2 weeks this past Sunday. He was in a motorcycle accident. If you follow me, Stitching in Sequins, on Instagram, you will see that he has several motorcycles which are not street legal. So he does like MotoGP racing. Maybe you have seen it. They go about, I think his bike can go almost to 200 miles per hour. But they go around corners and it looks like their knee is dragging. Yeah, that's what he does. He doesn't like race professionally, but he goes out onto a track, and there are people in his sort of same racing level get all paired up. So he was thrown from the bike. He thinks that maybe there was some oil, and how the bike works, the back wheel locked up and threw him about 8 or 9 feet in the air. He was probably going about, he thinks about 40 or 50 or 60 miles per hour, and he hit the ground. He doesn't remember hitting, but he came to, landed on his right shoulder, we think is what took the brunt of everything. So he has a slight separation in his shoulder, like a level 1, level 2. He broke his wrist, so his radius is fully broken all the way through. His ulna is a little jacked up as well. And then he also, they think when he landed like this on the ground. So you have a ligament here that he tore. He was supposed to have surgery last Friday, and he decided to opt out of it, do a hard cast, and we're just going to see how it heals naturally on its own. The doctor had absolutely no problem with that and says that it's very slight. It totally could repair itself naturally. And if months down the line, it's not as it once was, we can easily go in, or he can easily go in and fix it. So Joe is in a hard cast for 3.5 weeks. He's 1 week in and ready to take it off. So that is it. He was on concussion watch for about 48 hours because he did hit his head. So that was like having a newborn all over again those first 2 days. His left shoulder is messed up as well. So it's kind of like when he hit on the right, everything sort of shifted. So his collarbones are not broken, but he's super, super sore in the sternum. No broken ribs, but it's basically everything from like breast up is just super sore. For about 4 days, he couldn't feed himself. He couldn't even bring up his arm and move to eat it. So I had to feed him. I still have to help him shower, get dressed. I was driving him around for a while, but then I left for Vegas. So he had to figure out how to drive. So extremely, extremely lucky. I think maybe my dad was watching him. So, which that was very emotional on me, seeing that it was only 5 weeks out from my dad's death and him calling me and telling me that he had crashed. So he's on the rebound though, and he paid for it when I went to Vegas, as I'll talk about. But he's well, and I appreciate everybody's well wishes. Talked about Joe. Okay, let's do finishes. I have one finish. Now, I don't know if I have any of these. This is the Luca Mori kit from Forest Embroidery. And I finally got around to finishing it. I don't know if I have any more of these. I'm trying to read my boxes from here. And I love it. Okay, first off, the fabric, amazing. Absolutely nothing wrong with the fabric. I know some people were hesitant because they found that this fabric was very small in size. I'm a center starter on like 98% of my projects, and that's what I did for this. I started stitching that owl in the tree and just went off from there. But as you can see, there's plenty of margin, and so don't be afraid of the cuts of fabric. The threads were amazing to work with. Love the variegation. There we go. Love the variegation in the red and on the leaves as well. The green. I love these guys here. Soldiers, cat. So super fun to stitch. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so that's Owl Forest. Let's go there with it. Now I've worked on, what did I work on in September? because now for October, I'm doing all my dark October stitching. So let's go back to September and I'll tell you what I worked on. I got an inkling and I busted out my Long Dog Sampler, my LDS Opus. I am doing this piece on Hardanger 22 count tobacco, which I got 2 years ago, Needleworker's Delight. And I'm doing this in DMC 806. Yes, there are multiple colors in this. I am not doing this part of the border. And I'm only doing the main. So everything is let's see, where's that sheet? I can use this one. There's about, what's the color? So the black, there's 55,000 stitches. Good thing about LDS, the designer puts down how many stitches of each color. So because there are 55,000 black stitches, that's what basically makes up the, detail of everything. So I decided, just like Plague Doctor, I'm only going to do like the black parts because it will show enough detail. And then I will decide if I want to go in and add in any color. So yes, I'm cheating. There's no goddamn fleece. So tobacco, 22 count Hardanger, 1/1, yeah. And I'm using DMC 806. So here are my little creeper guys. Birds eating grapes. And then here is the guy I've been working on. Like a king in a chair. So, but as you can see, I can just do the black parts, quote unquote, which I've converted to the blue, and it shows a ton of detail. So I love this so much. And my needle minder is Jen, or is this Abby? I want to say it's Abby. Abby Top Knot. I got stuff from her. Jen Delicious Threads. Let me put this. That's going to be a forever project though, but I definitely plan on getting it done one day because Joe really likes it. And that's something that I finish it, I can actually like put it out into like the main part of the house. What else had I worked on since? I thought I had pulled it all. Oh, I finished Luca More. That was a September finish. So maybe that's it. All right, so move into October. We're in the start, we're in the thick of dark October stitching. What is it? Hashtag Dark October Stitching, started by Emily Eclectic Possessions and Michelle Cozier. Hi, girls. And you pick what dark, spooky, Halloween vibe-ish pieces you want to stitch on for October. You can be monogamous. You can make a wheel like I have, and I spin every 3 days with Cassie. And then you kind of get to work on numerous projects. It's totally up to you. There's no rules. Okay? So I made a wheel, and I'm going to show you the pieces that are up for grabs. If I do decide if I do land on them. So to start off with, when I spun, let's go in order. When I spun the wheel the first time, nope, that's not it. I landed on Witch's Hollow from Primitive Needle. Don't ask me for the chart. Witch's Hollow, Primitive Needle. Boop. I love this. I love all the like little motifs. You could just do like this top section and it would still be super, super cute. I must have been hungover from some white Russian I was drinking the night before, so I decided to stitch this on 46 count. Now, do I regret it? No, because I think it's gonna look amazing small, but I think I need to change my needle. It's kind of slowing down. I definitely don't stitch as fast on 46 count because I need light and my eyes can't be tired. My contacts need to be out. So here is where I'm at. So far, the owl is all complete. This is where I am at on Witch's Hollow. So when I pulled it out, I got the pumpkins in, and then all of this here. It's the tree, I think. But I love this. Super, super cute. Crap ton of threads. So I'm doing the called for threads. There's a couple that I substituted just because I wasn't going to go and buy like 3 colors. So I looked them up and found ones that are similar, and I'm just doing that. So crap ton of colors. And I love this. So I'm happy that this is what I landed on. Much more fabric than I'll need, but that's okay. So I'm happy though. I hadn't worked on it for a long time and I wanted to. So I'm glad that that was spin number 1. And I'm allowing myself, if it comes up again, I'll spin it. And then I'm currently working on something. So if I finish working on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow for the 3 days and I spin and it lands on it again, I will spin again. I also have a couple new starts added in. So when I spun the second time, I landed on Helga Watt's Halloween Sampler, and this is from Primitive Betty's. Got MJ with me. This I am stitching on a piece of my own dyed fabric. I would like to try to recreate this because I don't know how the flip I did it, but it's amazing and people have been complimenting me on it, and I will love to figure out and then make it available. So here I am at on this. I am stitching this, ooh, needle on the finger. Belsois Old Crow. I wanted to be bougie, and this is where I'm at. So super fun. I love the font of the letters. And again, one color, easy. And that lives in my very first Momily bag. Pepe with getting in the Christmas spirit. And that stitched up super, super quick. So I hope to land on that because I think if I had landed on that a couple of times during the month of October, I could get that done. Okay, I am currently working on, and I think tomorrow was a spinning day. Cassie has to remind me because I can't freaking remember. I spun and landed on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I'm doing this on Under the Sea Fabrics, Properly Primitive Linen. It's a 40 count. And I bought this fabric all the way in Austin, the first FlossTube retreat. I'm only doing 6 blocks. So I have done, I don't want to take it out. I decided I don't want to stitch the whole thing. And I had started stitching it with the first 3 down. So I could have stopped there, but I'd already started on a 4th one, and there's no way to end that. So I committed, I'm going to do 6 blocks, so 3 and 3, and just end it at that. So the first 2, or 4 out of the 6 blocks are going to have writing in them. They have words. So we do lie beneath the grass. We are afraid. They would envy our delight in our graves by glowworm night. That's what mine is going to be reading. If you read it across. So I'm completely satisfied with that saying. So here is what it looks like. Here is where I'm at. Last night I finished the witch. So the witch is actually 2 blocks in the middle, and then the single ones go all the way around. I moved her back because there is a cat on a pumpkin here, so I took that out, moved her back because I wanted her in, and then kept the cauldron. And then these are like swirls that I added in, and I'm completely loving that block. And then there is the ocean one, which holy moly was a mother. Here are the coffins, which I love. And then I was looking at which other blocks that I really like, and I like the 3 skeletons. So you can see that the brown is all supposed to be dirt, solidly stitched. Yeah, no. So I got all this done last night. So I started stitching in the words In Our Graves by Glow. This is like half of the, half the gravestone. And then here is the grass that I've gone. And this is a worm, or glowworm, or a snake. So yeah, again, this piece could easily be finished in October as well. Because I'll do the 3 skeletons and then like the snakes and worms and stuff, but I'm not going to solidly stitch that. So I'm excited about that. So I'll work on that for the rest of the day. And what else is up if I spin? What else is available for me to stitch? This is the remembrance piece that I am stitching for my dad. This is Quaker Gone Haunted by Michelle Inc. This was a Nashville release this year. Absolutely love it. Trisha 3 out threads. I don't know if she has any in stock, but message her, contact her, and she will give you the hookup. So absolutely love this. 32 count copper from Lakeside Linen. And here's where I am at. And I love it on this copper color. Absolutely loving it. I want to get this done by 1 year anniversary of my dad, which will be August 20th, 2020. And then I definitely see myself putting this into the state fair. I am using my own conversion as closely as possible in cast threads, and I love how they pop off this copper. So yeah, this is super fun to work on. So definitely want to get back to this. 7 weeks yesterday. I mean, it seems like it, but then it just seems impossible that it's been that long and that I had to say goodbye to him 7 weeks ago. God, that's another one I want to get back to. Susanna Jane. This is a WorksByABC. Death of Susanna Jane. Amazing. And I want to get this done because this may need to be sent somewhere in the future. This is where I'm at. Working from top to bottom, and I love it. I know Diana is stitching this, and she's using her own colors, which are amazing. But I have decided to do the called for colors. So, and I love it so far. I love how the colors work with each other. That skeleton was mother. Arlene, that skeleton was a mother. So yeah, I love this. So I want to get back to this. This fabric. Vintage 36 count Tempest. Again, another fair piece I would do for next year. So I think I have 3 new starts that I could possibly land on and do. My Helga Watts was number 1. 2 other starts. This is Not Forgotten Farm, Skeleton Key. Love this. And I have some skeleton keys that I picked up at the thrift store. So I could see doing some really cool finishing with them. And the Witching Hour. This is from the Primitive Needle. Love this. I love the hand holding the needle. So it reads, tonight is the night when dead leaves fly like witches or switches across the sky. The witching hour is upon us, fly, needles fly. I do not have fabric picked out for either of these, but I like hitting stuff up, so I'll leave that excitement when I finally, when or if I land on those two. Another piece is a possibility, Jenny Bean Halloween sampler. This is part of the hashtag Rotten But Not Forgotten Sal. Follow it on Instagram. And here's where I am at so far. I'm using Etoile. Oh, there you go. In the water, and absolutely love it. Now, there was a thread pack that was released years ago, but those thread packs were limited and super hard to find. So Teresa included a comparable match, and so I am just using, I think, just DMC. Let me check. Nope. I'm using the gassed threads that she suggests with the Etoile substituted for the black. And again, the colored fabric, people. Another piece that I could possibly start. Halloween at Hollyberry Farm. This is also an Emily's, I think, rotation as well. So maybe when Emily, you start this, girl, I'll have to cheat and bust it out. I saved this from a fellow stitcher who was working on it. It's all kitted up, and she had begun stitching it. So there's my progress so far. But yeah, I love this. And I love the idea of saving pieces, not finished, where you can finish the rest of the piece. So their stitches and your stitches come together and make the piece final. Okay. So that is all for stitching wise, I think. All this stuff, all this stuff I think back here is not needed for right now. Oh, another 1884 update news thing. Our Latte Studio, I already have exclusive printing rights of Nancy's designs if you go and check out the website. I will be posting the rest of all of her designs on 1884, and you will be able to get them all from me, and then some big news regarding that whole, her designs and patterns come 2020. Some really, really cool, exciting news on my part, and hers as well. All right, fair tomorrow. I plan on going live for sure. I know we're going to be going in the evening after the boys get out of school. So I will make a post on my personal page, Stitching in Sequins, about an ETA of when I will be going live, so you guys can see my true reaction to whether it's TFD or not TFD, and I just get pissed off. That's tomorrow. Went to Vegas, a couple weeks ago. Absolutely amazing, with amazing friends that I am so grateful to have in my life. Ryan, Abby, and Cassie. It was exactly what I needed. I think it's also what they needed, and we had an absolute blast. And then they all left on Sunday, and Joe and the boys flew on Sunday, and then we drove home on Tuesday because I had driven to Vegas. So I was in Vegas for almost a week, and holy moly, that's a long ass time to be in Vegas. I'm usually like 3-4 days tops. But it was cool to like have girls' weekend with them, and then time with the boys and Joe. So yeah, it was good to get away. What did I buy while I was there? Of course, we went to Stitcher's Paradise. If you haven't been, go see Gina. Gina's amazing. What she has is amazing. It was the first time in Vegas for Abby. So it was the first time that Abby had been to Stitcher's Paradise. It was the first time that Ryan had been to Stitcher's Paradise. And then Cassie came in on Saturday and met us at Stitcher's Paradise. First time for her. So I had a ton of fun of just watching the reactions to seeing everything, especially the fabric room. It was just, yeah, it was super fun. So I picked up some things for actually 1884. So some of those things are still popping around. But a lot of that stuff that I listed is already sold out. But these things I picked up for myself. I had been eyeing this for a while. This is not Forgotten Farm. Old Wick Burying Ground. Again, horrible photo. Cute pattern. Pineberry Lane, Fancy Blackets, Brooms. Super cute. Now, this is also, I mean, you could just stitch this part here as like a motif, as a small. You could just stitch her. What's with the flying swastikas? I mean, I know they're not, but that's what I see when I see them. They're flying swastikas. I think actually it's busy. It's too busy with the flying swastikas. So when I stitch this, I'm not going to stitch the flying swastikas. Say that 3 times fast. If you want to stitch the flying swastikas, go crazy. Hashtag flying swastikas. You're welcome. What else? Okay, so let's continue with Vegas talk. Because Joe had crashed, he interrupted my International FlossTube FFO weekend. He stressed me out. I buy shoes. So I got 4 shoes total. You can go on my Instagram and see what the other 3 pairs were. But these are my pride and joy. These are, I can't, if I was a shoe, this is the shoe that I would be. Yeah, amazing. As you can see, they are not like fire engine red. It is like a deep ruby red. So, I mean, Dorothy would be pissed. They are comfy. They are not my usual ridiculous heel. These are only 85s, where usually I'm like 120s. So I think these are only 1, 2, 3. Only like 3 inches. But so damn comfortable. My first pair of Jimmy Choos, definitely not my last. Never would have thought this comfortable. So if you want a pair, these are the Romney, ROMY 85s. All Swarovski crystals, hence why so sparkly. And what's really, really unique about them, the Swarovski side, they're all different sizes. So that's what kind of makes them sparkle a little more, because you get all these different heights of like facets. So I'm wearing them now because I might wear them on Saturday. Joe and I have a Halloween party to attend, and yeah, I might be wearing these. So, and I haven't worn them out yet, so I can wear them in the house. Some fun gifts from the ladies. Abby, of course, had to give me Black Cock needle minder. And I was contemplating to wear this shirt. But my beige bra was in the wash, and I kind of need to wear a bra with this. So, cocktails. I'm going back to Vegas in December, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be a staple in my luggage. You see the things that she gets me? Do you get the overall theme? Girl knows me. I need to now be on a lookout for a chain for this because I want to wear this ASAP. Ryan, not sure where she found these, but she got one of these too. So it is a necklace, and I'm trying to find one. I think it's this one right here that works the best. These are, I always want to say dragonfly. They're not. Snapdragon seed pods that are dried. And the nickname for them are fairy skulls. So do you see that? They look like skulls. So fairy skulls, and they're in like this resin. And it's a necklace. And I need a chain so I can wear it. Oh, I love it. Love it. So thank you, ladies. You girls know me so well. Before I went to Vegas, goddamn Lindy Stitches. I've met her. She's amazing. Her hair's like even more perfect in person. We have ex-ghoul friend. Yes, please. I'm kind of pissed my tattoo isn't that. I told Lindy that that's my regret tattoo. So I got the hard hand in Vegas or in New Jersey, but I kind of secretly wish it's that hard hand. So ex-ghoul friend. I got these charts from Trisha, 3L Threads. And then Emily's house. Yes. Yes to all of this. Yes, yes, yes. And bonus Buster and Dharma ornaments. Can't. Love these. I was a part of, first of all, go on Facebook and look up the Stitchers Coven. Amazing Facebook group run by my girl Amy from Amityville. And God, it was like months ago, like earlier in the year. Signed up for an exchange, stitched something Halloween based off the information. You were teamed up with a fellow stitcher. You were not told who, obviously we were given your partner's name, and like what they like, and like their favorite candy. So I had Tony Bush, and I had stitched for her I don't have it here, Old Witch in the Moon. I made it like a flat fold, and then I found this really old, I believe I showed it. I think I did. But I made it a flat fold, and then I found at this thrift store kind of this wood made like picture stand frame for it to sit on, like an easel. So that's what I stitched for Tony. I received my exchange box, and like I told Amber, I freaking squealed because I had just messaged her. I mean, we've always talked. I like her stitching aesthetic, her style, tattoos, everything like that. And so I was absolutely thrilled when I saw that the box was from her. Wicked never looked so good. Loved the card. I can't. She went above and beyond. This witch is in Etoile, and it's amazing. And she finished it off with stones up and down, which is totally me. And I love this. Look at this. I believe this witch is Attempting Tangles witch, or I could be completely wrong. But I love this. Super, super cool. The witch is in, yes. Witch is in. I love it on the fabric. 2 strands. Here's Color and Cotton. This is Dracula, and then Rose Garden. Love this Dracula. Rose Garden. Smart Wallet. Always creeping, never sleeping. So I can put this on the back of my phone. And a little witch pin, which I can make into a needle minder. And then, guys, look how tiny this is. Cemetery. Tombstone. And it's sparkly, and it's 1/1 on some crazy, probably like 55 count. And then look how it's finished off. I freaking love this. So this amber will be going into, the other 2 pieces will be going out like into the main, into my kitchen. But I've got to put this where I'm always going to see it. Okay, it's going up here. There we go. There you go, right there. So thank you, Amber. Amazing, amazing. So head on over the Stitchers Coven on Facebook. I believe there's a couple questions you have to answer, so do that. And then I don't know if there's one planned for like, probably not for Christmas. However, like some sort of like spooky dark Christmas exchange would be really fun. And oh, I got more stuff. Okay. It's a long one. I already told you that. But it's always fun to remind y'all. So again, the outpour of cards, private messages has been absolutely amazing, and it continues to be. So thank you guys so much, especially in the last video where I was very real and raw with my emotions. So thank you guys so much. So lovely cards from Arlene and Abby, Colette, goes with that, Michelle, 1L, Michelle, Cozy Egg, Emily and Jim. The card is X-rated, so I can't show you that. Jim made it X-rated. That's okay, that's why I love him. Amanda. Miss D. Another Arlene, thank you, girl. And Amy. Amy loves toads. Diana, Marlene. That was Dee's card. And Cindy. I mean, these I will always treasure. And I have a box in my closet where I keep them all. And every day that I got a card, I cried. And the words, just thank you. Sherry Smith sent me a couple items which made me squeal. Doesn't take a lot. Did you guys know that the devil apparently sews and is a seamstress? Now you know. So, and the devil came and sewed tears. I mean, first of all, the guy that's getting his pants hemmed should not just be throwing his leg up on the sewing machine. But maybe that's just how the devil works. Hey, whatever. I'd be like, keep the pants on. I'm just going to sew them up. Oh, this is for the back. Let me take this out. This amazing cup, I haven't used it, but guess what? I'm going to wash it by hand and go use it now. Look at this. I can tell you. This is where Joe broke his wrist there. So it's the muscles and then the human skeleton. I love this. I love this. And then she included, I don't know where she got these, but I can totally see myself using these for like on finishes. So ribs, I mean, obviously it's a necklace. I could make it a necklace, but ribs. Pepe is a mermaid. Then we have regular Pepe. And King Pepe. Freaking love these. Maybe I could add. Okay. Now I'm going to have to figure out, Sherry, what to attach these to, because I want to put these on some of my Dark October finishes, at least down the line. If I don't finish them, at least down the line, then I know to incorporate them. So thank you so much, Sherry. She knows me so well. These bottles from Patience, absolutely going in my medical bathroom, which I know I totally owe you guys a video. So here's some bottle. I can't even read it, but God knows it probably says caution, do not drink, don't even touch the bottle. This one on the side says Whitehall. Rusted cap. I'm gonna leave it. Joe says don't open it. And this one is my favorite. Look at this. There's like stuff still in it. Look at this. I love this. I would love to know what was in here. And I love the old, look at the cork. I can't. Thank you, Patience. I love these. Yeah, since Joe is a little out of commission on hanging stuff, I might need to just go and try to hang stuff myself. But yeah, because I need to get this stuff in there. And right now, some of this, my medical stuff is just like on the floor, like off to the side in the medical bathroom, and I don't want that to be the case. Right. I think that is it. Let's, one more thing to talk about. Are you ready for the sequel? Stitchnanigans 2020 is coming at you. All right. I know, I'm hearing you guys squeal. Calm it down. Get excited, it's coming back. Same place, Chandler, Arizona. April 16th to the 19th. Which is a Thursday to a Sunday. So I last year had set up, oh, wait, hold on, please. I need to read this email. Okay, I gotta get back. Okay, so for 2019, this year, I had set up a Stitchnanigans 2019 private Facebook group. In that group were the people that were attendees only, because that's where I had all the information needed, hotel, dates, all that stuff. I wanted it in one place. So you need to have Facebook, or a really good friend that you're going with, if you do not have Facebook, to keep up to date with announcements, posts, okay? So I am giving 2019 attendees first dibs for 2020. So if you are watching this and have not seen that announcement has taken place, go on to the Stitchnanigans 2019 page and let me know if you are a yes. I have a post up where you comment if you are only a yes. That will be the first group, or the people from this year. I will get all of that situated, and then I will be opening up the rest of the spots. I can't tell you how many, I haven't done the math, haven't counted, but I will open up the next amount of spots for anybody else that did not attend this year. I have not figured out the specifics. Last year I did it all via PayPal, but people didn't follow the rules and it was frustrating. So I'm not going to do PayPal this year on how to get deposit money to me. But I just want to put it out there that Stitchnanigans 2020, Chandler, Arizona, April 16th to the 19th will be going down. So again, I will come out with a video when days ahead of time, announcing how I'm going to go about for the rest of everybody outside of the first dibs people to sign up. So make sure you have the bell notification on, so when I post that you are notified, so you can watch and get all the specifics. And then also follow me on 1884 on Facebook and Instagram, because I will make a post there as well. Got my folder ready. Info, contract, all that fun stuff. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. So thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning in. I cannot express my gratitude for everybody during the last month and a half. Has been absolutely amazing, personally, and then also with my store. So thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and put them down below. And I think that's it. But I know that people will probably be wondering this, so I might as well show it. This ring that I have been wearing is amazing, and it's huge, and I'll hurt somebody with it. So yeah, I know I'm going to be getting questions about it. So it's Swarovski, and this is part of their new tarot line. Show it here. Let's see. Let's see what's this on. Face. There we go. So you can see, here's the top of the ring. And then I love the detail, how the shank is. And yeah, it's a mother. It's a mother of a ring. So I love statement jewelry. And I saw it and absolutely loved it. I had checked the stores in Vegas when we were there, and they were completely sold out. So when I got back here to Arizona, I called the Swarovski store here, and they said that they had it. So I said, put it on hold. I'm coming down now. But yeah, it's a mother of a ring. But I love it. I freaking love it. So, all right, you guys. Thank you so much as always. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.